We are live, and we're telling you about the Grand Café L'Aquila, 1721 Chestnut Street. One of my favorite places. It's got the greatest coffee in the city, great food. Gelato is like you walked and you stepped foot in Rome. It's that incredible. And the owner and the wine and culinary director of the great Gran Café L'Aquila is Ricardo Longo. Ricardo, how are you?
Anthony, what a pleasure to have you here today. It's just, you put on quite a show. We've had radio guys here before, but usually they sit at a table, they talk.
Yeah.
You guys, it's like a spectacle here.
Yeah, I make a fool out of
Anthony
myself.
is a spectacle. I'll give you that, Ricardo.
It's like a
It's a meat locker here, Ricardo. This is what we do.
It's
We
a lot
drink
of fun
wine,
here.
we talk
And I'm
sports.
excited. Like,
It's not that hard.
And you guys definitely have the Italian spirit, drinking the wine
Yes.
at 9 in the morning. I love it. I mean, this is
You
like...
can't put an
my
hour
grandfather
limit
will
on
be
this.
proud.
Yes.
hey, listen, it's 3 o'clock in Italy, so,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly. It's lunchtime somewhere in the world,
Yes,
right?
it is.
I mean, why not?
Yes.
All right, why not have
I
it?
think it's very appropriate, Ricardo.
But do me a favor, and quickly, tell us the story of the video. It's a beautiful story, and it's a great thing for our city. Tell us
Sure, so-
how you brought Grand Café L'Aquila
So
here.
I have a tough job. I go to Italy every few months, and I do culinary tours of about 50 different cities. So I drink wine, I meet with chefs, I eat great food. So I somehow get through
Yes,
that.
we want to be you.
That should be on TV, by the way, Ricardo.
But what happened on one of my trips in 2011, I actually met Stefano and Michele. So I went to visit L'Aquila post-earthquake. 2007, this cafe was actually Cafe of the Year for all of Italy. 2009, it was destroyed in an earthquake that destroyed the entire city. I met them a couple years later. We hit it off right away. They came here and visited me in Philadelphia. They fell in love with the city. A little sports tie-in. L'Aquila means eagle, and the color of the jerseys is green and black. So when they came here and saw the Eagles shirts, they're like, what is that?
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm dead serious. Because it looked like they're rugby.
It's a sign, Bobby. It's a sign.
It's a great sign.
It's a sign. I believe.
That's belief.
It's a sign.
we are all in with the Eagles here because basically it's the colors of L'Aquila.
Yes.
It's the symbol of L'Aquila. But anyway, moving
You gotta
forward.
get jerseys made. Right?
We do.
That's awesome.
But what happened was, once they fell in love with the city, we said, you know what, let's bring Grand Café L'Aquila here, because it would take 20 years to rebuild the city, L'Aquila. So, but we said to do it right, let's actually have the Italian designers that built the original one design and build this one in Italy. It was a crazy project. It took 3 years because, you know, things in Italy move very slowly.
Yes,
Yes,
they do.
yes.
But eventually, you know, between the Italian architects, the American architects, everything else, it took 3 years. But basically, everything you see here was designed and built in Italy, shipped over here on containers, installed.
Wow.
And basically, you know, the head of every department here is native Italian. So it's an immersion, and you know the best compliments that we get is that guests say they feel like they're in Italy.
Yeah.
And that's
No,
that's
I mean it's
and
like
then, and then
get
you know,
off a plane.
Michele, the coffee roaster here, he actually represented Italy at the G8 summit a few years
Wow.
ago for Italian coffee culture because he's a traditionalist. He does the blends the way they were done once in time. So the Italian government actually had him present espresso and cappuccino to President Obama and all the heads of state representing Italy.
That's awesome.
And Stefano, my other partner, is the gelato champion of Italy, international press world champion, so considered the best gelato maker in the world. And he also is an amazing chef, so he does the dishes from Abruzzo. You know, I take care of the Roman and the other dishes, which, you know, every week here, another fun thing that we do besides our regular menu, we feature a different city of Italy based on my trips from Italy.
Oh, how cool.
So like this week, all week, we're doing the 7 fish of Naples. You know, 'cause obviously the 7
So
fish.
that's where it emanated from. I mean, you always wonder where it's a tradition for Italian Americans like us.
So it's interesting because actually, if you ask Michele or Stefano, my partners, if you say 7 fish, they're like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the 7 fish actually is very localized to the southern part of Italy.
Yes.
It's basically south of Naples, Calabria, and Sicily. That's it. So if you go in the north and you say, are you doing 7 fish?
Puglia, too.
A little bit of Puglia.
Bari,
Yeah,
Bari.
so so the south, Puglia, also a little Basilicata, but basically south of Naples. Both, oh yeah, that's it. So if you say, "Are you doing 7 fish?" to somebody in Milan, they'll look at you like, "What are you talking
Right.
about?"
Yeah.
You must be a peasant from the south.
Sette pesce.
Is that the fish? Or actually, like one of our guys here is from Calabria. His family does 13.
Yeah,
'Cause, you know,
yeah.
The 7 sort of is the
number.
7 days of creation.
Yeah, yeah.
13 is the 12 apostles and Jesus.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
depending on how much food,
All right.
how big your family is, and how
Yeah.
much you want to eat, it's either 7 or 13.
A lot more time in the kitchen with that 13.
I love it. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll come right back. What a great place. Thank you for being an amazing
Thanks
host.
for bringing the traveling show here. This is amazing.
It's,
It is a circus.
Philadelphia is already a culinary capital of the world, but this really takes it to a different level. Ricardo.
Grazie. Grazie.
we have Morning Show back in just a second. Don't go anywhere.